Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Secret Plot 45 here with a commentary about how Uncharted 3 has progressed and the future of the Uncharted series. We cover how far we've come, how far we have to go, Uncharted 4, all that good stuff. So let's just jump right into it. First, I'm going to talk about the positive stuff that has happened in Uncharted 3, and that is that Naughty Dog has heard our cries and is listening to us, or it seems to be. They've answered a variety of community threads on the forums, such as the request for classic mode, the support for customization thread, my personal favorite, my remove rate of fire thread, although they didn't remove it, but I'll get into that later, the new legacy thread, well, they didn't answer this, but they, they added the tournament in an attempt to make the game better for, more hardcore players, which I believe was a thread. And they supported the game a lot more than they appeared to support Uncharted 2, or at least in my view. And they do have something special up their sleeve. They have their special something that was recently talked about in Squid and Triple Rex's latest video, well, lengthy video about, well, the future of Uncharted 3. Which is kind of why I'm talking about this, is because, again, rather than getting into the video, and just now everyone's talking about it, and I figured I'd just jump on bandwagon. But, they talked about a special something that apparently Robin knows about too, that is going to be really awesome, that their Naughty Dog is making for Uncharted 4. And there's been very little info about what this actually is. I asked Triple Rec if he could give me any more info, and he said this. He said, it'll be major and something virtually no AAA games have done before. It'll bring in a ton of new players. And I've racked my brain. I don't really know what it is. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not really, I don't know. I've tossed around a few ideas like, you know, maybe a better clan system, but, you know, that's something AAA games have done before, at least I think. Cash tournaments have done 20 million times before, and I'm trying to figure out how will it bring new players in. So, I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think? So, post your, speculations and whatnot in the comments of what you think this special surprise is gonna be. There's also a whole bunch of stuff that kind of irks me about Uncharted 3. The 1 year anniversary is almost painful for me to wait, because there's so much stuff in the game that is still a problem even after 1 year. I mean, if you look at Uncharted 3 from when the game was released, which I got it at Christmas, I was there from pretty much the beginning to where it is now, it's a vastly different game. It's totally different. It's mind-blowingly different than it was. It's a completely different game. But there's so much stuff that was there before and has either gotten worse or they haven't done anything about it. Lag is still a problem. Huge problem. It seems to have increased, at least for me, after 1.13. It stayed the same about when 1.15 came out, but it seems to have increased for me. Revenge is still in there. I don't know why. That just gets worse and worse and worse with every update, especially with classic mode now. And especially because 1.15, the people who didn't use it because they were conscious about it killing their teammates now use it anyway. So just everyone has revenge. It's just, oh man, it's bad. It's just lame. If they're gonna make a booster like that, they should at least make like a separate death streak thing, since they're obviously copying Call of Duty. They should just copy all the good parts of Call of Duty. That's the one thing I never really understood about Uncharted 3, is they always took the elements of the games that they were trying to copy and then made them worse. Like, you know, they made the squad system in Battlefield 3 worse, they made Revenge worse, you know, they just made the whole, they took it and then they just made it worse. And I don't understand, you know, if you're gonna copy a game, at least copy the good parts of the game, don't take it and then make it worse, you know. But anyway, snipers are still very underappreciated. That stupid aim assist is so annoying. The dragon is pretty hard to use because of the recoil, but, you know, hard use is okay. It's not impossible to use. You know, if you're good at it, you're good at it. And if you're good at Dragon Sniper, you can just own with it. But no one really uses it, and it's super hard to use because of that stupid aim assist. And the sniping on Uncharted 2 was fantastic. I don't really know why they decided to add the aim assist, because I don't know whose aim it's assisting, but it's certainly not mine. I just don't really get why they decided to tweak it. You know, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? Nope, not Naughty Dog. Technical issues are still here. Worse, actually. Party splits, the infinite spinning ring, matchmaking is terrible. In fact, matchmaking got a lot worse in 1.15. They said they made it like based on legacy or something. I forget, but it was absolutely terrible. All the matches I've seen have been heavily one-sided, where either I'll get destroyed or their team will get destroyed, and I can't understand why they figured this would help. Smoke Bomb is still terrible. It never really helps you. In fact, I actually tried using it because I'm like, yeah, it might work, and then it doesn't work. Co-op is still so under-supported. In fact, it's not supported at all. It gets a lot worse because whenever they nerf weapons like Gmar or whatever in the single player, not single player, the regular multiplayer, then they get nerfed in co-op too, so they really get the short end of the stick, and that needs to be changed now. Because co-op is such a fantastic mode. I mean, not the arena stuff. The arena is just blah. But co-op adventure is fantastic. It's so much fun to play with friends. And the arena's not that bad either, honestly. But, you know, no one really does anything with it. I don't really get why. Well, that's one of the things with Naughty Dog that I've noticed, is they don't always give us exactly what they asked for. You know, we went for new levels. We wanted 76 to 100. And they gave us new legacies. We asked for Rate of Fire removed, and we got it nerfed. You know, not that this is bad, it does show that they are listening, but I do think it would be better if they trusted us instead of their pocketbook. And I know Sony, like, wants to get more money. I know they lost a lot of money because of the economy and everything, but, I mean, seriously, Naughty Dog, at least, like, pay attention to your fan base. But, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to talk about Uncharted 3. But now we have to look forward to the future, and it's inevitable. Naughty Dog has stated that they will continue the Uncharted series, so it will happen. And before you even ask, no, I don't think they meant that stupid, like, Uncharted Fighting for Fortune or whatever, that stupid card-playing game that no one cares about and no one's gonna buy. Or, you know what, actually, I'm gonna say that, and now it's gonna sound like a million times. I think it's lame. I don't really care ads whatsoever. Just card playing, but, you know, I guess if you like playing cards, sure. Part of the reason people are active on the Uncharted community is, like Squid said in his video, it's not really the game as it is laying groundwork for the future Uncharted games. So here's my wish list of what I want to see in Uncharted 4. No revenge. Duh. No Rate of Fire, duh. Mods that make sense, unlike reload speed. You know, if you're gonna make a reload speed, at least make it a booster, and that's the other thing, like I said earlier, if you're gonna copy Call of Duty, at least copy the good parts of Call of Duty. Don't just put it in a mod, because no mod on a gun will make you reload it faster. Well, to a certain extent, but they're just doing the same animation, just sped up, so that would just be you. So I think that should be an actual booster. You know, like clip size and stuff, that's a good mod, that, you know, that helps your gun. Better co-op, like I said, a better clan system, like maybe Fragmentation, but like in the actual game. So, you know, you go to your clan page or whatever, you can see how many people are in your clan. It's in the friend request or messages or whatever. You can see what clans are open for new members. I think that would be really cool. Personally, that's kind of like what Skate 3 had online. I don't know how many played that game, but that's fantastic. I'm biased because I'm a skateboarder, but I still think the game was fantastic anyway. But if you go on the Skate website, you can see which clans are open for hire, and then you can join them, and they'll say, like, on your online profile and everything, and it's fantastic. It's a really fun system. I had a lot of fun joining and starting on it. It's been great. Free-to-play or demo versions of multiplayer. A lot of people have been asking this from Uncharted 3, and I really hope they will do that. I don't know if they will, but just doing that would make the player pool so much bigger. It would really help, and that's something I really think they should do. Less health. Now, a lot of you are probably going to hate me on this, but one of the reasons I think Uncharted is so unbalanced is that power weapons are like the way to win the game. You know, if you sneak up behind someone in Uncharted and you start shooting them, they immediately have a lot of options. They can roll or jump or cover or something. So already they have a lot of options they can do to evade your bullets, plus the gun's recoil is just nuts anyway, so you're not going to get a whole bunch of shots in. But also, the problem is, if they have a power weapon, you've already lost the battle. In fact, I've had times where I will just, like, literally completely go the opposite direction of where I know a guy is, and where I know he doesn't know where I am, because I can see he's got an RPG, and I'm going to die the second I get close to him. But I really think that's a bad idea. I feel like the gunfight should be decided by skill. Like, if you jump behind a person and they have no idea that you're there, that's their fault for not paying attention, and they should be punished for it. But I know they're trying to make the game friendly to newbies, like, you know, if a noob picks up the power weapon, but at the same time, how is it making friendly to newbies when they actually are able to surprise a person until they just turn around and nuke them, you know? I can understand maybe a kickback or something for a reward for good play, but, I mean, come on, guys. It's just, I guess it's not really, my thing. I know a lot of you guys, I believe, campaigned for more health during the beta, or want like a 3 melee or something, but I feel like making it less health will do a lot, to make the game a lot better. No power plays. Yep, just period. I think it's a bad idea. Generally, it's just not good for either team, and power plays are, no. A better climbing and cover system. I can't be the only one who finds it annoying when they press circle, and instead of going into cover, they roll, or roll, go into cover. I know that had nothing to do with climbing, but climbing is also really sticky. The cooldown system can be kind of awkward, but I'm not even sure if they can fix that, but if they could, or at least look into a way of doing that, that would be nice. Better intros. As all of you know, actually, you should know, unless you have no idea who you're playing Uncharted, and I don't know why you watch this commentary if you don't even play Uncharted. I said that really fast. But the intro versions of London Underground and Airstripped were both removed. Well, not removed, but they had no intro versions, which now are like the only things you see. I haven't played a intro version of either of those in like forever, and they were such a cool idea, but executed so poorly. I mean, the idea itself behind it was great. I mean, you know, the idea of like taking a plane and like just destroying all these guys was fantastic. It's one of the things I liked about Airstrip is because it was fun. But every single time I would do that, I would be hit with hideous lag. I would jump off a train, like cars and everything, just die. And whoever takes the plane just pretty much wins. And last but definitely not least, more people. I mean, you know, a better community equals a better game, right? Well, you know, I know we have a pretty good community here as far as the forums and stuff for the people who are into the game, but there's no denying that we need a lot more people to play the game. Player pool is pretty small as it is. I've met a whole bunch of people just randomly who I know because the player pool is so small, and that's probably where the lag is so bad too. So, that's it for me. What do you guys want to see from Uncharted 4? Post it in the comments, like, favorite, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.